Bill O'Reilly here. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Coming up next, the news with Mike Slater.
Thank you, Bill. It is Wednesday, January 3rd, 2024. Here's what's happening today in America. Gay out. Crash in Japan. Caucus coming up. And aliens sent back. It's all coming up. Then Bill's going to be here with your message of the day. But first, the president of Harvard has resigned. The shortest tenure of any president in Harvard's 388-year history. Turns out she was a flagrant plagiarist. We know of 47 examples of blatant plagiarism, or as Harvard now calls it, inadequate citations. In her resignation letter, she said it was frightening to be subjected to personal attacks and threats fueled by racial animus. This all stems from the congressional hearing where the president of MIT, Harvard, and UPenn all couldn't get themselves to say that calling for the genocide of Jews violated their campus harassment policies. So far, of those three campus presidents, only the president of MIT remains in power. But don't get too excited. There is a conveyor belt of people just like these women, stacked long and far, waiting in the wings. Japan had a terrible earthquake the other day, at least 55 dead. They're still digging up rubble to find survivors, 7.6 on the Richter scale. On top of that, a Japan Airlines airplane was landing and hit a Japan Coast Guard plane as it was landing, and the planes burst into flames. The 5 people on the Coast Guard plane were all killed, and miraculously, all 367 passengers and 12 crew on the passenger plane somehow got out safely. It seems impossible. The thing was completely in flames. 70 firefighters were fighting the fire. It burned for 2 hours after it landed. We're approaching the Iowa Caucuses Monday, January 15th. Next Wednesday, CNN's going to host a debate, but it's only with DeSantis and Nikki Haley. Trump will be at a town hall on Fox News. Right now in Iowa, Trump is leading 50%, DeSantis 18%, Nikki Haley 15%. Trump said in a recent interview with Breitbart News, one of the other things I'm going to do, and I may be foolish in doing it, is I'm going to make a heavy play for New York, heavy play for New Jersey, heavy play for Virginia, heavy play for New Mexico, and a heavy play for a state that hasn't been won in years, Minnesota. He says I'm going to do rallies and host speeches. I'm going to work them. And I may rent Madison Square Garden. And that's the belly of the beast, right? That would be amazing. A record number of illegal immigrants processed at our southern border in the month of December. 300,000 processed that we know of. As buses are now being turned away from New York City and Chicago, the mayor of Edison, New Jersey, turned back a bus full of migrants. He said local police did not know if any of those 40 individuals were carrying weapons. They couldn't be identified, and they were a major security risk. And we're just not going to tolerate that. I'm Mike Slater. The great Bill O'Reilly is back with your message of the day. Next.
If you own a vehicle with less than 200,000 miles and have an auto warranty about to expire or have no warranty at all, listen up. Car Shield has a low-cost month-to-month vehicle protection plan that's now available to the public. Save on out-of-pocket expenses on future auto repairs. So please call Car Shield now to find out how you can pay almost nothing for covered auto repairs. 800-925-7584 for a free quote. Drivers who activate the vehicle protection today will also receive free roadside assistance, free towing, and car rental options at no additional cost. So please call for your free quote, 800-925-7584, 800-925-7584. Hey, what do you have to lose? 800-925-7584. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. On this Wednesday, good job, New York Post, listing the abysmal facts of President Biden's first 3 years in office. Here are a few. Consumer prices up 17% since Biden took office. Food up 20%, rent 19%, utilities up 24%. These are the necessities of life. About 10 million foreign nationals have crossed into the USA under Biden. Overseas, 2 wars, and China threatening a third over Taiwan. The New York Times, Washington Post, the corporate TV news media mostly ignore what is likely the worst presidential performance in modern history. Now, the New York Post does have a problem because its management does not like Donald Trump, even though his presidential record is light years better than Joe Biden's. millions of Americans still support Biden because mainly of Trump dissatisfaction. So, politically, that's where we are entering 2024 with the presidential election about 10 months away. We are looking at a disastrous president and a very controversial challenger. Not a good place. I'm Bill O'Reilly. I approve the message by writing it. You can reach me, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, Bill at BillO'Reilly.com, name and town if you wish to opine. Now let's go to the mail. Barbara, I don't care if California citizens want to pay for illegals' health care. I don't live there and never will. Good luck to them. They get what they vote for. Barbara, you pay because federal money goes to California in the form of block grants. Everybody's paying for free health care for migrants. Federal money goes in California. Brian Pierce, West Boylston, Massachusetts, that's Boston. 4 more years of Trump will also come with a price. It will be 4 more years of hatred, anxiety, chaos, and drama. To me, it's not worth it. I did vote for Trump twice, but need a break from him. A lot of people feel that way, but if it's Biden versus Trump, come on. Greg Sutliff, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. It is acknowledged fact that the Biden family received millions from foreign entities. Positive proof is elusive. No, it's not. Greg, there's banking records that show it. Nobody denies the Biden family received millions from foreign nationals. It's been proven. Banking records are proof. Bob Harper, San Pedro, California. Hey, Bill, the list of states I refuse to go to is growing. I've lost my taste for Maine lobster. It's not the Mainers' fault. It's some nut. I know they elected her, but I'm still going to Maine and eating the lobster, and that's going to be overturned. Marjorie King, Bridgewater, New Jersey. I'm interested in your thoughts, O'Reilly, about Maisie Phillip, who's running for Congress from your district. I'm trying to get her on. The No Spin News. She's taken Santos's slot as the Republican nominee, and the vote is in February. So we'll see if she shows up. Travis Snow, Dallas, Texas. Got my dad Killing England for Christmas. Loved it. He read it in less than a week and plans on reading the entire series now. Also, for your Smart Life segment, you might enjoy Spendthrift Sparkling Water. I'll try it. You know, I have sparkling ice. That's what I'm drinking now. Sparkling ice. It's a drink. It's good. No sugar. In a moment, something you might not know.
Do you want more online safety and privacy? I know I do. That's why I started using NordVPN. It guards me against various internet threats. Digital trackers, malicious websites, and malware-infected downloads? Back off. I choose to browse with more confidence. I choose NordVPN.
To avoid digital threats, turn on NordVPN. It's trusted by millions of users. Just visit NordVPN.com. One of the fastest VPNs on Earth will block web trackers, malicious websites, and malware-ridden downloads. It will also encrypt your internet traffic while maintaining a smooth connection. So improve your digital privacy and protection against hackers with one simple click. Get the special deal at NordVPN.com and enjoy safer internet daily. NordVPN. Cybersecurity built for every day.
Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. 4 years ago today, President Trump authorized a lethal drone strike in Baghdad, Iraq. The covert mission killed one of the highest-ranking members of the Iranian military. Here is the story behind the death of Qasem Soleimani. The general was appointed commander of Iran's Revolutionary Guard in 1998. For the next 2 decades, 20 years, Soleimani's mission was to destabilize the Middle East. He worked closely with terror groups like Hamas to carry out attacks against Israel and others. The general also controlled the Shiite forces within Iraq. In December 2019, those militias breached the U.S. Embassy wall. President Trump immediately approved an operation to take out Soleimani. At midnight, January 3rd, The terrorists landed at Baghdad airport for a meeting with the prime minister. As Soleimani departed in a small motorcade, an American Reaper drone hovered 4 miles above him. Seconds later, a group of Hellfire missiles fired from the drone struck the convoy. The Toyota carrying Soleimani was obliterated. 10 people, including the general, were killed. Back in Washington, Donald Trump announced the operation to the American people. Said the president, quote, "Last night, the United States military successfully executed a flawless precision strike that killed the number one terrorist anywhere in the world. Soleimani was plotting imminent attacks on our diplomats. We caught him in the act and terminated him." And here's something else you might not know. While the mullahs in Tehran have repeatedly vowed revenge for Soleimani's death, no major act of retribution has taken place. Shortly after the assassination, Iran did launch a few small missiles at U.S. bases, but they were not effective. For more details about Soleimani and America's ongoing mission to defeat terrorism, please check out my book, Killing the Killers. Back after this. Everything is expensive these days, you know that. The government is printing trillions of dollars and consumer prices higher than ever. If the government continues its printing and spending, the dollar could continue its free fall and lose its coveted role as the world reserve currency. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But there are a few things you can do right now. American Hartford Gold can show you how to protect your money, your retirement, your hard-earned savings against inflation by helping you diversify a portion of your portfolio into physical gold and silver. Start with a short phone call, and they can have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your 401k or IRA. So please call or text them right now. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you. Call 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.